Hi there, I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Would you like to know what some of the best books on trading are? Stay tuned, we're going to go over those next. Hi there, I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Today I'm going to go through some of my favorite trading books. Now, one thing I want to emphasize about these books is that I think that a lot of the trading books that are out there offer you some good advice. There are some tidbits or golden nuggets in a lot of that, and I always feel like if you get one good thing out of anything that you read or watch, maybe it's worth it if you can apply it and use it in your trading. But for the most part, what I've found in my experience is that a lot of the books that are out there are books about the markets, they're about the industry, they're about the equipment that you need, they're all about trading. They show hypothetical tests where you'd look at the chart and yes, you would have bought there and you would have sold there, and it's of course a trending market. But what I'm really concerned about sharing with you today is real nuts and bolts information that I think will impact your career and your trading on a day-to-day basis. The real stuff. So let's get started. Number one. These aren't in any particular order, but I will tell you at the end what one of my favorite books is. Davey, Building Winning Algorithmic Trading Systems, A Trader's Journey from Data Mining to Monte Carlo Simulation to Live Trading. Now, if you haven't read this book is fantastic. This is a book I think that a lot of people who have been trading for a while will be able to relate to. Kevin's own experiences, how he got into trading, and how he got into the commodities and futures trading and his journey, which is quite comical in the beginning. I can relate to a lot of what he went through, but he's probably one of the best system developer and programmers in the world for trading. He's won the World Cup Futures Trading Championships, I believe, on 3 separate occasions. Yes. Triple-digit annual returns of 148%, 107%, and 112% in 3 consecutive World Cup Championships of futures trading using algorithmic trading systems. The information in this book is priceless. Not everybody wants to use computerized trading systems, but I think you'll be able to really garner some hard value information that will definitely help your trading. So, great book. Davey, I'll put the list below and the links to be able to read more about these books. Well worth the money. Edwards and McGee, Technical Analysis of Stock Trends. This is the 8th edition. This is probably the Bible of technical analysis. These guys were really the pioneers. They built on some earlier information done by Charles Dow in his initial book on Dow theory, and Schabacker, who wrote some of the early technical analysis books. But Edwards and McGee really expanded upon that and started to really get deeper into patterns and price action movement. Back, some of these charts go back, into the 20s and 30s. So, fantastic book. The information in this book applies today. Just basic concepts, trend lines, but a lot of really simple price action analysis that still applies to today's markets. Again, another must-have book on your bookshelf. One Good Trade by Mike Bellafiore from SMB Capital. One really interesting read. I couldn't put it down. The one really powerful message I got out of this book is that, it's the 10,000 hour rule. A lot of the proprietary trading traders at Mike's firm, they, as he talks about, top performers in previous sporting, academics, athletes, a lot of the people you're going to be competing against in the markets are top performers. They might be better educated, they got better equipment, they're probably better trained than you. You're up against the elite, and in order to perform and be profitable in the trading profession, you need to be at the top of your game. And in a lot of cases, you may only need one good trade. one good trade a session, one good trade a day, one good trade a week, one good trade a month, depending on the type of system that you're trading. But this book is well worth the read. It talks about what it takes to be getting better constantly at your trading. You need to be working at it on a daily basis, improving, having a playbook, going over your trades, keeping a journal, doing all these little things that are going to pay big dividends with your trading. So One Good Trade, Mike Balafiore, and again I'll have the link below for these books. Dalton, Mind Over Markets, Power Trading with Market Generated Information. Now this was the original market profile book. If you're not familiar with market profile, I think there's some really powerful concepts in that book by Stottlemyre and Dalton. There's a couple of them. I'll put the links, but really important concepts in the market profile book, Mind Over Markets. 4 types of market opens. Again, whether you're on short-term or medium to longer-term trading, end-of-day trading. Markets that are in balance or out of balance, the opening range. These are all really key concepts that can help set you up better in terms of when maybe to be trading, when not to be trading, low probability type sessions or days. A fantastic book. Again, another really must-have book in terms of just some really simple, powerful concepts. Mind Over Markets. Now this book primarily only applies to the share market. Colin Nicholson, Building Wealth in the Stock Market. I personally met Colin 15 years ago, and I've followed him since. Colin doesn't trade any leveraged markets. He only trades shares. Probably the most risk-averse person I know, but also the most detailed in terms of laying out a complete blueprint in terms of looking for which companies to trade, how to apply technical analysis in terms of filtering out those companies, the different cycles and times in the market, when to exit the trades. This is an absolute must-read for anybody who's in the share market. If you're trading, this Colin's book, even his website, and I'll provide the link for that below as well. Colin bears his entire trading history in his members site. He is constantly updating his information. This man is a genius, a real educator. This is a must-have book. Brent Penfold, The Universal Principles of Successful Trading. Now I know Brent has other books, Trading the Spy. He's got a couple of other of his mechanical systems books. Everything that Brent produces, if you can get your hands on it, read it. Because the one thing you'll get from Brent is how you need to become the best loser. And if you understand risk of ruin, momentum equity curves, your probability in your trading system, Brent has run the gamut with all the different types of trading that he's done over the years. And then, again, another person I highly respect in terms of his mindset and his approach to the market. Brent's book is a must-have also. Universal Principles of Successful Trading, Brent Penfold. And of course, the all-time classic, if you're not familiar with this book, Reminiscences of a Stock Operator by Edwin Lefebvre. The account of Jesse Livermore's life on Wall Street. This is an absolutely incredible book about a man who was possibly the greatest trader of all time. This is a must-have. This book is filled, absolutely filled with bits of knowledge that Livermore gleans through the author about his mindset, his highs and lows, and it's those types of nuggets that if you can extract them out of this book, and the longer you've been trading, I know that you've probably read this book, and I know that you constantly go back and read this book, because everything that Livermore went through at the turn of the century is exactly the same things that you'll go through with your trading. This is probably the most revered book of all the traders. This man lived the life from scratch. He went from a bucket shop trader to a multimillionaire lost it all, did it again. He made and lost a fortune estimated to be around $100 million 3 times over. So, must-have book, Jesse Livermore, incredible story. I hope that helps. I'm going to put the links below for the books. These are my best trading books list. I know there's a lot of other great books as well, and we'll probably review a few of those as well, and there's possibly some great ones that still have yet to be written, but these are some of my top books. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, please share it on Facebook, and I'd really appreciate having any comments or feedback from you. Again, if you want to go to my blog at staceyburktrading.com, I'm creating updates on almost a daily basis, and I'd love for you to get those. So may the markets go with you. Always trade in your best interest. Thank you. Hi traders, thanks for stopping by, and please feel free to leave a comment. And before you go, head over to staceyburktrading.com. I create training and updates on a daily basis, and I would love for you to get these. So just enter your name and your email address, and you'll receive my free audio, the 7-step daily routine for high-performance traders. And before you leave a comment on Facebook and share with your friends.